I am Susan Kennedy of Pretty Peaceful, and today I wanted to give a little fall update and show you what I've been crocheting lately and some new crochet patterns, new yarn kits in the shop, and my new favorite yarn that I've been kind of cuddling up under while I crochet the past couple of weeks because it's cold up here in the mountains already. Been wearing my puffy coat to the soccer games. So the first one I want to show you is the Eagle River blanket. And this is my latest pattern I just put up on Ravelry. It's a free crochet pattern PDF. And just a nice little throw size. And the yarn is so soft and comfy. The tan yarn here, it's got a little bit of like a fluffy teddy bear effect to it. It is Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss yarn. It is a bulky weight, 100% nylon yarn. And got a little bit of that silky feel to it. And it's a good dupe for the old Red Heart Hygge yarn that was discontinued that I love so much. It's like my family's favorite yarn. And that one was a nylon acrylic blend, I believe. And this one's 100% nylon, so it's just a touch silky. The Red Heart Hygge yarn has really held up well over the years. I think it's been like 7 years since I made my first blanket with it, and we still use it every day. So I'm hoping this yarn will hold up just as well. I haven't washed this one yet, though. So the Eagle River blanket, you can find the pattern PDF on Ravelry. And if you want a printed one like this, it comes in the yarn kit. And you can buy the yarn kit on prettypeaceful.com. The back has a little tutorial there for changing colors and also for keeping your balls from tangling. So download the electronic PDF for free. You can print it out, or you can buy the printed out pattern in the yarn kit. So this pattern is really fun. It's double crochet, which is my favorite stitch because it goes so fast. And because I'm working with a bulky weight here, the colorful yarn that I call the main color yarn, that is 2 balls of Lion Brand Mandala, 2 cakes of Lion Brand Mandala. This is the Groot colorway. And you hold these doubled, so you crochet with both strands at once at the same time. And that kind of matches the bulky weight since these are both DK weight, light category 3. So you crochet back and forth in rows, and you crochet over the yarn that you're carrying, and you carry both yarns throughout the blanket. So there's hardly any ends to weave in, which is my favorite. And in that pattern PDF, there's a link to the tutorial about like changing colors, and it tells you what to do at the end of the row to carry the yarn up. So you can download that, and then just a simple, double crochet border. So the yarn kit it's got the printed pattern, of course, in there. And it has 9 balls of the Feels Like Bliss yarn, so soft and silky, bulky weight. And then it has 2 matched pairs, 4 cakes total of Lion Brand Mandala in the Groot colorway. And I already matched the cakes for you. I ordered a whole case, and I went through them and I matched them so that your cakes will automatically line up at the right part to start your cakes. So you can just pull from the center, which don't we all love that? And then it also comes with this little bonus, so you can make this pillow with the leftover yarn. And the pattern also has the instructions for the pillow in there. So I had a little bit of leftover yarn, and I just wanted to use it up. I hate having like partial skeins and balls, and there still was a little bit left. But this is the Eagle River pillow, and it's 12 inches by 16 inches. That is about 30.5 by 41 centimeters. And I forgot to mention the blanket is 41 by 55. That's 104 by 140 centimeters. So it's got this texture to it, nice and soft, but that Feels Like Bliss yarn. And then the back, I'm just using a mandala because I always keep my pillows facing the same way. So this is really fast because it's so small, and you're using mandala held doubled, and it just uses up all your scraps. So the yarn kit comes with the pillow form here. And if you get the yarn kit, the pillow is going to look squashed when it first comes. So like, squish it around, beat it a little bit, and then leave it out to fluff up for a couple days, and it'll get nice and perky. I haven't really beat this one around yet, but I did leave it out and it fluffed up. So that's the Eagle River blanket, and I have one more colorway to show you that I made. This was my first try. And this, I forgot to tell you, this is Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss in Cocoa. And for this one, I used Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss in the blush color. So it's this little, like, kind of baby pink. And I used a 9mm hook for this one, so it's a little bit lacier. And I ended up deciding to go with an 8mm hook, for the official pattern. But I'll show you the one in Honeydukes here. This is Mandala baby yarn in Honeydukes with the line brand Feels Like Bliss yarn in the blush colorway. So I'll try to get that kit up too if you want to make this colorful version here. And you can go download that Eagle River blanket and pillow pattern on Ravelry for free. So the next one I want to show you is called the Sonoran stripe throw, like Sonoran Desert. My husband helped me name this one. And I used line brand Feels Like Bliss yarn for this one. Also super easy beginner, all double crochet blanket here with that super soft, silky, luxurious, got a little weight to it even, bulky weight line brand Feels Like Bliss yarn. It's got a little bit of that like Baja vibe to it. And I used that same cocoa color. I just think it's really beautiful neutral. And then a couple more shades of line brand Feels Like Bliss. So it is so soft and cozy. I wish you could feel this through the screen because it's just like, oh, my son was already like, when are you going to be done with that one? Because this yarn is just so comfy. It's breathable, you know, because it's crochet and it's got holes in it, but it's just silky and cuddly and just so wonderful to keep you warm as you crochet. So this Sonoran striped throw crochet pattern, you can also find this on Ravelry. Super easy beginner pattern. If it's your first blanket you've ever crocheted, this would be a good one. All double crochet in US terms, back and forth in rows. And then we just cut the yarn after 7 rows here and do 1 row each of the colors, and then 6 more rows of this color, 1 row each of the contrast colors, 6 rows, 1 each. And you keep going on and then finish with 7 rows on the end. So super simple, all double crochet. You can crochet over your yarn tails, which is what I did. And they stay in pretty well. I did have to trim a couple of them. But again, Sonoma striped throw, super easy. And the yarn kit for this one has 7 balls of the line brand Feels Like Bliss yarn here. Bulky weight, it's 100 grams and 100 meters, or 109 yards in each ball. So 7 balls of the main color, and then 1 ball each of the contrast colors here. We've got blush, super pretty little baby pink. This one is lavender, and I love that. Always love lavender, I wear it a lot. This one is dusk. It's like a really beautiful kind of purpley gray color. And then the last 2 are sterling. That's kind of like a silver, but in the blanket it really looks like light blue. It's kind of the center stripe here. It makes it look like light blue next to those other colors, but to me this is like gray. And then the last one here is aqua. Yeah, it's just so soft and silky. I love this yarn. And I'm already making another blanket in it inside that I didn't bring back out. So this one's the Sonoran Stripe Throw. Super soft, cozy, cuddly. Just a couple of days, quick project, really soothing, just for in between all of your hard projects. The last pattern I have to show you is the one that was just behind me over there, and this is going to be my Prairie Star blanket. Just finished it a couple of days ago. It's hard to show it all in the frame, but this one is inspired by those beautiful old Prairie Star quilts, or sometimes they call it a Lone Star quilt. But I modified the design to make mine a little unique and include this kind of double motif in the center, because I really like the idea here in the Southwest when people make wedding blankets, they have like a set of stripes on one side that represents the groom and his family. They have a set of stripes on one side that represent the bride and her family, and then they have a motif in the center that represents them coming together. That's how like the Chimayo, New Mexico, kind of centinela traditional arts style of weavers make the blankets, and I just think that's a really lovely sentiment. So I put these 2 kind of diamonds in the center to represent a bride and groom coming together. Not to say you can't just make this, for anyone or for yourself, but I just love the additional symbolism in there if you're making this blanket for a wedding. And I think I'm going to send this one to my little niece Emily, who just got married. Congratulations, Emily, as her wedding blanket. So this one is all Lion Brand Mandala yarn, and I used a bonus bundle for the background color, the contrast color yarn here. And the color I used is Chewy. For the contrast color yarn, the gray, and it has this really slow, long gradient because it is a bonus bundle, and those bonus bundles are twice as big as regular mandalas. And then I used Line Brand Mandala in the dragon colorway for my main color here. That's like the colorful yarn. So for the contrast color, which is kind of the gray and the tans and the blanket here, I used a Line Brand Mandala bonus bundle in the Chewy colorway, and I actually used 2, but I have this much left of the second one. So this is great to use up partial cakes. So 1 and a little bit more bonus bundle for the contrast color. So kind of the gray and tan moving throughout the blanket here. And then for the main color, the bright colorful one, I used Lion Brand Mandala in the dragon colorway. And I don't have a whole cake left of it, but because I did a little color controlling right at the center here, I ended up cutting out of 4 cakes, but you could do this with 3 cakes if you don't control the color. So I made mine symmetrical. I crocheted all the way from the brown to here, and then I started the next cake at the brown again and crocheted to the center. And then at that point I got out 2 new cakes and I crocheted from the blue through the brown, you know, back out to the light blue again, and then started another cake here. And you can see where I started it even, and then just finished the rest from blue to the brown on that second cake. So 3 cakes if you're just, you know, going with the flow, and if you want it to be symmetrical, you'll use 4 cakes but have more than a cake left over. And I'll definitely use this, don't worry, it won't go to waste. This could probably make a whole nother blanket, little baby blanket. So this one's really simple construction. It's all double crochet, very few ends to weave in, and we're just using tapestry crochet going back and forth between those 2 yarns, and crocheting over the yarn we're not working, and just picking it up when we need it. So very few ends. It makes a nice smooth fabric. You can just carry the yarn up the edges, and the blanket will have a little video tutorial of how to do that, or at least the link to one. I don't know if I have time to make a whole new blanket tutorial, but I hope you like this one, the Prairie Star blanket. I had a lot of fun making this, and the pattern will be up on Ravelry soon, and I'll also have yarn kits for this one in the shop. So thank you for watching. Happy crocheting.